Why are Democrats more committed to demonizing law enforcement than in defending you, law-abiding citizens? And now another clear example from New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani.
And as you said, I spoke with the Chakraborty family and I visited Chavez in the hospital. And there is no family should have to endure this kind of pain.
Hey, America. I had to do this video tonight. I saw a report where a police officer went to an apartment complex in New York City. And an assailant in that apartment pulled a knife, police officer, and the police officer had to shoot the assailant to save his own life. He didn't assailant. And then later, instead of going and checking on his own police officer, one of his own, the New York City's finest, Mamdani chose to go to the hospital to talk to the piece who thought it was smart to pull a knife police officer. Mamdani didn't go to check on his police officer. He didn't go to say good job and I'm glad you're okay. He went to visit the criminal. This is a message to all my New York police officers. Go find another job. Get out of there. You have a mayor who's ideologically retarded and would choose to leave you all out to hang you out to dry. And even worse, prosecute you or go after you because of his ideological hate for police officers. This is on you, New York. And when these good men and women drop their badges on the desk of their command and say, we're not doing this, the crap that comes after that is on you.
Yes, at some point, I will ask myself if these people actually value people in law enforcement. I don't understand. Really look at the situation like this. In few days to come, Democrat will change the narrative. They will tell you something that did not even happen. Mayor Mamdani visit man shot by police after knife charge in Queens. This has sparked up another debate on social media. For days now, we have seen how celebrities coming out to say, oh, no to eyes out, things like that. This situation clearly shows you the minds of these people toward police officers. Instead of Mamdani to visit these police officers in the hospital to check, to see how he didn't do that. He went to the other guy who came out to staff. I don't get the point. I don't understand exactly what is going on here.
Footage of a shoot by officers responding to a call in Queens. Mayor Zohran Mamdani has been calling for new ways to handle these calls of people suffering from mental health episodes. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Tate is live for us at police headquarters in Lower Manhattan with more on this story. Phil.
Yeah, Pedro, Shirlene, good morning. And yesterday, the NYPD had released that body cam video giving us a better insight as to what happened last week. Police had called for help for their 22-year-old son who was in emotional distress, but somehow this ended up with a police-involved shooting happening inside of their home. Let's pop up that video for you. We can see the body-worn camera video on your screen when officers arrived at the Queens home. Shortly after, it appears the 22-year-old Jabez Chakraborty with a knife as a family member tries to stop him from moving toward the officer.
Statement says we called 911 for an ambulance to provide medical attention for our son who was in emotional distress. We did not call the police. Instead of medical responders, the NYPD arrived multiple times right in front of us. Yesterday, Mayor Mamdani said he visited Jabez, who has lived with schizophrenia for many years. The mayor also questioning the protocol, and this will likely speed up the mayor's launch of his Department of Community Safety, which would send social workers to the scene of a mental health crisis rather than police officers.
Chavez has lived with schizophrenia for many years, and this situation underscores just how urgently we need a different and more effective mental health response system that will be safer for New Yorkers who struggle with mental health concerns, for their families, and for police officers. Chavez needs mental health treatment, not criminal prosecution.
Now, the mayor says that there are internal ongoing conversations for a different type of approach. Mental health advocates for years now have called for a different type of approach for those who are in mental distress. We are live at police.
You know, when I look at a video like this, I will shake my head all through because I all knew that this will obviously end this way. They will start something knowing fully well it will not work out best. I want to understand what exactly will a social worker that Mamdani has trained in a situation like this, what he or she will do. I want to know. At some point, they always try to bring up policies that will end up failing. After they've lost lives, this is actually what they're trying to do here. They believe that people with mental issues should be
would have social workers respond to mental health calls, but the mayor today still couldn't outline any details of how this agency would even work. The mayor did concede that if a situation turns, would still want NYPD officers at the scene, but when asked how first responders are to predict if a situation will turn, Mamdani was short on details.
This is exactly the focus of the conversations that we're having internally in developing out this Department of Community Safety. Additionally, I want to make clear that a person experiencing a mental health episode does not always have to be served first or exclusively by a police officer. It is important for us to have all of the options available.
Wow. Wow. I know when I look at some of these people, I will shake my head. Yeah, because it's like they don't understand exactly what is even going on. If you are struggling to implement different policies into cases like these, you think this is actually... Imagine a social worker showing up in a case like this. What will you do? The social worker might easily lose her life, right? Because a person facing with... Tell me, somebody without that kind of experience, what the person would do here. I don't know the real story behind this, right? This person had the... If you look at the video, there is a part I cannot actually play here. You realize that this guy was not taken out. He was shot, but at a different body part. When you look at that kind of strategy, you realize in that case, what can you do? Somebody facing you with a knife.
That's right, we know about your mom. Now listen, we was with you, Zoran. We voted for you, Zoran. We advocated for you, Zoran. We advocated for you. You ain't getting up to get up in there and lie to us. You lied, Zoran. Shame, Zoran.
Shame! Shame!
The first line was 6RB, Zoran.
Shame!
6RB down the final stage, Zoran.
Owes them everything. New York City is now being governed by a democratic socialist who seems to be really leaning in on the socialism.
Thank you guys for always been sharing out the videos. I don't want to make it long. I want to appreciate people always sharing my videos. And as of the short clips you see at the end, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
To be not just stupid on one issue, but stupid on two issues.
I mean, I like all of her music is like.
Lemon got a standing ovation from them, but it's not about him.
Tired of Hollywood jacking them out and telling us what to think.
Every swing on Taylor Swift.
I look at that video. I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
Yes. Of course, this is for the mother.
Babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be off them damn phones and watching me.
Them. Thank you, everyone. I'm a little in shock about that. Maduro.
Let your hatred and...
Sit this one out.
Well, these guys...
There you go.
$1,500.
If they get the.
Well,
I want to see
it
them
is coming.
get. MAGA's going to break up because of Donald Trump's criticism of Robin. Can sit at either place. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
You and your husband were friends.
Everybody knew that wasn't true. A dangerous relative as a likely suspect. A tip that led to her brother Nick. Rob Reiner and Nick had a heated argument the night before at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, being back on his own. In one instance, she said, "We should have said nothing."
The United States to take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Yes.
Absolute horror.
Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy.
There is a quota system.
This is my 6th and last.
Don't feel like I need to say anything, but
there's something about having heroes that are unattainable.
In that room could explain what that phrase even means. Like, if you actually think the land is